Hey, now that El's dead, does that mean you finally settled the score with him?
Yeah.
So in that case, I guess things are gonna get pretty boring from now on.
From this moment on, I'll show you the creation of the new world.
That's a lot of names. Oh, he killed the spy girl.
That's horrible.
Daddy?
Why'd he do that to them?
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 26.
Depression.
Renewal. So, in case you missed the last one, it's official. Light is now fully in control. There is no more L, which is quite sad.
Depression.
We have 11 episodes after this, so it should be interesting to see where we go from here. I don't believe you've seen past this.
I haven't seen past this point.
Yeah, when we initially watched, or when I initially tried to get you to watch, after this point you had some tears, and then he decided you ain't gonna ever watch the show again, and that was the end of that.
It's many years ago.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy because I thought you only seen 6 episodes, but I guess I missed the 2.
Like 20 others.
Yeah, right. But it's crazy because even coming back and watching it, still
didn't remember 95%
yeah,
of anything that was going on.
You could remember some characters, like even Higuchi, completely forgot that guy existed.
Remember he was around.
Yeah, I'm saying, like,
I remembered Misa a little bit.
Yeah, like when she popped up, I was like, oh
And
yeah,
you.
there was a girl. You know, it's very interesting how
and
you
Elle and those people, but I didn't remember that guy.
Yeah, it's very interesting how your
happened
mind
with him.
works, bro. But I guess that's how it stops you from going crazy. It just kind of hides stuff in the
Yeah, because
recesses
here
of
we
your
were
mind.
trying to figure out who was the one that had the
third
book and
book.
all that.
Yeah, which is actually
Dumb.
crazy. No, we look like idiots or like we're lying, but like legitimately, you just forget some stuff, you know. And we're kind of old too.
We're kind of old too. Yeah, we're moving into the retirement residence next week, actually.
All right.
Try to kill
Geriatric
me.
now.
Although this was announced as a worldwide broadcast,
Oh.
the truth is, we are only broadcasting in the Kanto region of Japan. In actuality, the first of your victims was a suspect in Shinjuku. Furthermore, his crime was only ever reported inside Japan. I used that information to deduce this much. You are in Japan, and your first victim was little more than an experiment, which means that you haven't been killing for very long. Kira has found a way to obtain information from the task force headquarters. There are 141 people in the police force who have access to classified information regarding the investigation. I am sure that somewhere in this list of police officers, and the people closest to them, we will find our suspect. On December 14th, 12 FBI investigators enter Japan. Here we are on December 19th. Using prison inmates, Kira conducts experiments manipulating his victims' actions before they die.
It really comes back to that
He
one
needed to know
thing
how
with
much
Ray.
control he had
Had he
over his
not
victims
killed
before
Ray,
he could use
he
it
would have
against the
been
12
fine.
agents.
That's the problem. Like,
I
this
suspect
all comes
Kira
back to
had
this.
to be one of the people being investigated by the FBI between the 14th and the 19th of December. In fact, I have no doubt.
His ego, literally. Like, there's a part of him that's like really egotistical, and he likes to prove points and
Ray
make
Pember's
statements.
fiancée, Naomi Misora. So it's her. She was working under me. I guess she must have come to Japan with her fiancé. I heard she was seen with Pember. It's possible that she may have found a lead. If that's the case, did Kira manage to get to her first?
That was pretty sad, actually.
Mm-hmm. And even on her, he had to flex. Like, he literally likes to rub it in people's faces when he checkmates them. Like,
Everyone, at this point I'd like to focus our investigation on only those people who Ray Pember was tailing. There are 2 groups. Deputy Director Kitamura, as well as Detective Superintendent Yagami and their families. At this stage, I'd like to place wiretaps and surveillance cameras in both households.
That's my son you're talking about. Are you honestly telling me that you suspect him?
I do suspect him. I want to tell you, I'm hell. Relax, Light. While it's true that Kira hates losing, it's also true that most people would rather win than lose. It's human nature. Look at that. He's going for the win. I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira.
You think I'm Kira? Ryuga, what would it take to get you to believe that I'm not Kira? Please, isn't there something?
If you are not Kira, that truth will be revealed. Just let things run their course.
You know what's crazy? We still never figured out what his real name was. Only like Ren.
4 days ago,
Our audience rating should go up 60. No, more like 70% after this.
contained a prediction of 2 deaths, proving that he is Kira. We understand that the second tape contains a message to all people of the world.
I am Kira. The news anchor, Mr. Kazuhiko Hibini, will die of a heart attack at exactly 6 o'clock.
Stop this broadcast! We can't let him finish!
You idiots!
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about this guy.
You told us that Kira couldn't kill without a name!
But from what we've just seen, I'd say it's not entirely impossible that Kira can kill with only a face.
This is the police! Stop this broadcast now!
There's a strong possibility that this Kira's a fake. No, we should think of him more as a second Kira. Mr. Yagami, I'd like your permission to ask your son to cooperate with us on this investigation.
At the very least, I'd say this isn't the Kira we're
So
familiar
this is
with.
more like a mid-season
That's
recap
almost exactly
episode?
how
That's what
Ryuzaki said it.
When we meet, we can confirm our identities by showing our Shinigami to each other.
Seems that way though, because we're almost 8 minutes in.
If there's a message here written in some code that only
In which
people who
case,
have
do we
this
need to watch
Shinigami
that?
power
Like-
can understand, there'd be no way for me to decipher it. Still, it would only make sense for us to look into all of the places that were mentioned in the journal. When you two are working together, I want you to keep a close eye on Light the entire time. It's only a slim chance, but if Light is Kira, then there's still a possibility that the second Kira may try to contact him somehow. Also, Mr. Yagami, please ask Mr. Mogi to start following Light so he can keep tabs on what he's doing.
Light, there you are. Hi there, I'm Light's girlfriend, Misa Amane. Nice to meet you.
I'm Hideki Ryuga.
The next mistake.
I'm not exactly
Well,
sure
you
how you'll
can't
take
really
this, but
control
regarding
her.
Misa Amane, there's something you should know. We've taken her into custody
The
on
calling of
suspicion
her?
being the second Kira. We gathered physical evidence from the envelopes sent by the second Kira, in particular hairs and fibers caught in the masking tape used to seal them. They matched what we found in Misa's room.
Ryuzaki, what's the meaning of this?
Now hurry up and kill me. If you wanted to, you could kill me right now,
Does
couldn't
this
you?
mean you admit to being the second Kira? Is this the reason you wish to die?
No, I don't know anything about the second Kira.
Ryuzaki, like I said over the phone, I could be Kira.
Why come here to announce that you could be Kira? It's an act. There's no
I also think
clarity
this is
about it. You are
partially a mistake.
Light, are you
Because
feeling
this
okay?
never really freed
I
him
know
from
I
the
must look
suspicion.
pretty bad in here, but this useless pride, I suppose I'll have to.
Like he was betting on
Get rid
that
of it.
13-day rule,
Ryuzaki,
but
I
even
realized
that,
I was the one pushing for
Hale was, like,
confinement,
willing
and
to
that I
try
asked you
it.
to put me in here. But this whole thing's completely pointless. I'm not Kira. You have to get me out of here.
I just heard 2 weeks worth of criminals were just murdered all at once. It happened yesterday.
2 weeks
I
worth.
don't understand
What's
what's going
considered
on
2
here.
weeks worth? I really
Is
question
that
that.
just 14?
I guess
I'm
so.
not sure how much more of this.
Like I guess normal Kira kills
Ryuzaki,
one
you
a
have
day.
no reason to keep Light locked up anymore. It's already been 50 days. I'm going to kill you here and then kill
This is a
myself.
legendary scene.
What are you talking about, Dad?
with
You
you.
can't. That's crazy.
It's too late.
Please stop, Dad. I'm not Kira.
Light, my son.
Really, because if this had happened after this had a fire back, for sure she would have killed him.
No, stop it!
So all of this like testing here happened at the perfect
It
time
was
when
a
neither one of them
convincing
had their
performance.
memories.
As we discussed, I will end their confinement immediately. As for your part in this agreement, Light, you and I will be together 24/7. And that's how we will remain until we've brought Kira to justice.
Their deaths have all worked in Yotsuba's favor. Looking back, there have been 13 similar deaths in the past 3 months.
Is Kira someone from Yotsuba? Or is Kira simply using Yotsuba? I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll proceed under the assumption that this is Kira's doing. We will focus on Yotsuba. Please be sure not to act impulsively out of panic or haste, and don't take matters into your own hands.
I'm an agent with Yoshida Productions. Would you be interested in using Misa Amane as your new spokesperson? Ryozaki, are you watching this? The 8 men who came here were having a meeting to decide who they get Kira to kill for them.
If Matsuda dies, our suspicions about the Yotsuba group would be confirmed.
Do you think there's anything I can do to save myself?
Matsuda, you idiot.
Good luck, Misa! I'll be here ready to celebrate when they decide to hire you!
It's always been my dream to become Kira's wife. I know he'll need me by his side. And you know why? Because I'm the second Kira.
Well, since I happen to be Kira, does that mean you'll marry me, Misa?
So, based on what he said, Higuchi is Kira.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to trick Higuchi using Sakura TV.
Like a hidden camera show.
Higuchi, we've got a problem. Turn on the television.
So you're saying one of those people is Kira, right?
Yes, I've got a lot of evidence to prove it too.
It's him! Why is he still alive?
I see Higuchi. I'm in pursuit.
We're heading after him. You in the red car! Pull over to the side of the road! Now!
Ram, let's make the deal.
The deal?
We were speeding. License, please.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, no problem.
they never asked him about this let's make a deal thing, right?
They didn't get a chance to.
He's
Like,
driving away.
Right away.
This is traffic control. Everyone.
But they never got a chance to ask
It's too
Ren either,
dangerous to
because
allow
when
further
they could have
action by
seen it, they
Higuchi.
should have asked her,
Let's bring
what's
him in.
the deal
I believe
that
he has the
you
same
made
powers as
with?
the
Probably
second
wouldn't have told them.
He is able to kill just by looking at someone's face. Please
she
keep
wants
this in
life
mind. We'll
expand,
move
so-
in to arrest him.
See if they would make a deal.
yeah, but they weren't the holder of the Death Note. Light was, so she can't make a deal with them.
That's true. I wasn't thinking about that. I thought since everybody has touched it,
Yeah, they can see her, but they're not the owner of the Death
probably
Note.
won't believe me, but I've got a special note.
So I guess
I
she
wonder-
would have
someone's
just said,
name in it while thinking of
"Don't
their
know what you're
face,
talking
that
about."
person dies.
It was
ah,
in one of the compartments.
I wonder if they
Higuchi's
could have
bag.
asked her. So who's the actual owner of the Death Note
What is
right
it,
now
Mr.
since
Yagami?
Higuchi's there? You know what I'm saying?
It's a monster.
It's crazy. You never got a chance to.
Yeah, but they wouldn't know that the Death Note transferred because he died. They wouldn't have a way to know that.
Possibly more.
It's not in the it's in the rulebook, no?
I don't know.
It belongs to the human world and hold on. The human
How
world.
they use it. It says the
I'm
human
gonna have to
whose
double
name is
check.
written in this notebook shall die. And then there's this last rule.
Find out what the Death Note
According to
was
this,
after.
if the person using the note fails to consecutively
It's
write
like I'm
names of
thinking
people
about
to be
it.
killed within
Like there's
30
so many
days of each
questions
other,
that
Then the user will die.
Light
Light Yagami and Misa Amane are both still alive.
And I'm also kind of
13
curious
days.
why we made
That's the only
Watari
problem.
delete all of the information. Alright? Because, like, everybody's working on the task
Yeah, but
force.
maybe he has.
The
other
following
secret
is the
things.
record which contains everything I have investigated on the Kira incident. The fact that now you are reading this message means I am no longer alive at this moment.
Oh.
I hereby leave this record as my firm achievement. That is all.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a refresher. But.
Half an episode worth.
Mm-hmm. Not this screen. Listen, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Alright. They're doing this double Death Note blank screen thing. I'm gonna cut it.
It's been 10 days since Ryozaki's funeral. Looks like we're not gonna die after all.
We know Watari's true identity now, but we never found out anything about who Ryozaki really was.
Yeah, that's true. Who could have guessed that Watari was actually a famous inventor?
The paper says he founded orphanages around the world using the fortune he inherited from his patents.
He was a fine man, a hero.
But it doesn't help us now. We can't continue investigating using this place as our base with El and Watari gone. This is tough.
Light, how's it going?
I should be able to transfer the system and most of the information out of here by tonight. It's weird, though. I almost feel as if I'm stealing. I've created a voice filter identical to the one Ryuzaki used. We can use it to make the police think he's still alive and give them orders like we've been doing so far, but who is gonna take the place of El? Where will he work from? And what do we do with the notebook?
Come on, what are you talking about, Light? You're the only one who can take on the role of El.
I don't know. Ryuzaki was killed by Kira because he challenged him, and that's not something I'm eager to do. Besides, I would be fooling the people of the world.
I can understand how you feel, but you're really the only one of us who can do this.
That's right. Even Ryuzaki said so himself. You would be capable of succeeding El.
Just as I thought. It's too simple. It's no fun without Ryuzaki here. I understand. All right, I'll do it.
That was way too...
But I won't be like Ryuzaki. I won't take big risks like challenging Kira directly to gather clues. It's just not me.
Yeah, it's probably better if we play it safe. Ryuzaki may have been a little too confrontational.
In that case, I'll be able to do the same sort of work using both this computer and my own. In fact, it'll be possible for me to act as El in the comfort of my own room. I can be Watari as well. But it'll be difficult to pull off with Mom and Sayu around. Things would be easier if I could rent a one-bedroom apartment.
Well, considering your age, it certainly wouldn't look odd to anyone if I let you move out on your own.
Hey, yeah! And then we'll be able to use Light's new apartment as our task force headquarters. That's a great idea.
All that's left to figure out now is what to do with a notebook.
It's really not that difficult. There's 5 of us here, and we know none of us will ever use the notebook. We'll just have one of us take it and hide it somewhere where no one else can ever get to it.
Please, Chief. It's gotta be you.
Yeah, Chief. We can count on you. You're a pillar of justice after all.
Yeah.
You want me to? All right.
We'll avenge Ryuzaki together.
I thought he was gonna try and get it first.
Kira is still out there somewhere. We'll catch him. That's a promise.
You think he'll kill his
Why
dad
don't we
and
have a
steal the
little party
notebook?
to celebrate Light becoming
That's-
L number 2?
Quit fooling around. Now's not the time for stuff like that.
Let's take it easy already.
He can easily get rid of Misa and take hers if he really wants to.
But eventually you run out of pages.
He's got 3 books.
This is our first date in forever. Can't you enjoy yourself a little more?
He's miserable.
Misa.
I always said the pursuit of happiness
Let's
is
move in together.
way more fun than actually
mean it?
succeeding.
Yeah, I've already rented a place.
Victory.
Over Kiyomi and Mari and Yuri. But it's all right now. Don't worry. I knew you were just using those other girls to trick El. You don't have any reason to see them anymore, right?
Right.
Why are you keeping names of all the women he's been seeing, bro? Shit is cuckoo. No, not. Is that Batman?
El's dead. Does that mean you finally settled the score with him?
Yeah.
So in that case, I guess things are gonna get pretty boring from now on.
That's not true, Ryuk.
Huh?
From this moment on, I'll show you the creation of the new world.
Hey, buddy. That was like an iconic 80s, 90s-ish Batman or Dark Knight.
Looks like it was from the movie Gargoyles.
That, maybe, that too. Like, I'm pretty sure there was a Batman cartoon way back in the day where like he was standing on top of him.
The fucking fountain pen.
That's a lot of names. Okay, buddy. That's a lot of people dropping out instant.
Alright, Sailor Moon, calm down.
Bro. Oh, he killed the spy girl. But he didn't know her. He didn't know their name.
Too?
How did he know their names?
That's horrible.
Daddy?
Why'd he do that to them?
Because one was a con artist and the other one was a thief.
Yeah, but
Is he about to kill all these guys too?
looks like it.
This will be the rebirth of Yotsuba.
Yeah, it's a new start. Hey, Namikawa, what's wrong? That's impossible.
In April 2012, Light Yagami, age 23, joined Japan's National Police Agency. In the summer of 2012, Kira's killings increased at an unprecedented rate. Numerous people around the world were terrified of Kira, and yet there were just as many cheering him on. Gradually, their private thoughts became public opinion, and soon, certain nations began to accept Kira's judgment. The world was heading into a dark age in which Kira's will was the only law.
That's madness, bro. He literally just deleted like thousands of people within like a few minutes. That's
All that?
yup.
Not the spies that helped him.
No checks and balance. What is that?
Whammies.
Wham wham. Thank you, man. Oh, what are you? Oh, wham. What are you? Wham. Okay.
Well, he had an actual name. I'm pretty sure that was his actual name, something like that.
Oh.
Bill is dead.
What is it, Roger?
It's L. He's dead.
Who the fuck are they?
I have no idea, but clearly there's a thing that was set up to be sent off in a couple days if nothing was done. Well, I guess it's been a couple years since his death, right? They said Light is now 23.
How old was he before?
I think 17. So there was like a 5-year time jump, and in that time there
So
was
he's been living with Misa all this time?
maybe they have a couple kids. We're gonna have to find out.
Brother's
But
got the patience of a
you a stronger man than me. But for real though, I'm thinking to myself, in that time he became a police officer, right? They said he joined at 23, and then the killing rapidly increased. Meanwhile, there was a timer, assumably set up by L, counting down to send a message. Probably, like, if he doesn't go and turn off the timer to send a message saying that, hey, he's dead, and somebody else is probably using his identity. Because, like, Light is now using the identity of both of them, right? So they're going to figure out that there's a fake L, and, oh, shit, bro. I don't know who these new people are, but they're from Watari's orphanage, so clearly they're going to try to go for, like, a revenge game now. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, leave me your thoughts in the comments. Things are getting kind of crazy. 5 years of just non-stop killing. It'll be interesting to see what the perception is like in the next episode, because he's got
Hey, there's a pie on a pie.
a pie on a pie.
Pie on a pie.
Oh, you're talking about like the Google thing of the day. I think today's pie day.
Ah.
Yeah, see? Of course, you see food.
It's a pie and a pie.
Anyways, ladies and gents, leave us your thoughts
I
in
was
the
trying
comments.
to figure out what that was for a few minutes now. I'm like, what is this?
March...
Pie on a pie.
In case you... Oh man, today's March 14th as we're recording it, so it's Pie Day. You'll see this a couple of days, depending on maybe if you're watching on YouTube, a couple of weeks later, so you won't get the reference, but it is what it is today.
Pie Day.
It's Pie Day. Happy Pie Day. Catch you guys in the next one. Leave us your thoughts in the comments if there's anything we missed. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
I don't even have anything to make pie with. Shit.
Women.